Beloved friends, welcome to PMC English. We are understanding the Buddha and his philosophy and also understanding the life truths and essence of life and purpose of life, and also different types of sutras which he had given for the whole humanity and also for the whole world, for the upliftment of their life, and also he had given solutions to every problem that a man is facing on this earth. So why? Because the wisdom that he had achieved after his nirvana, that has shown all the solutions to the problem on this earth. That is the reason why the ultimate wisdom will give solution to all the problems in the life. The many saints and enlightened masters will say that. So today we are going to discuss on the truth, justice, loyalty, and also authenticity, reality. These are some words which we will come across in this world, especially the justice, loyalty, reality, authenticity, and also finally the truth. Why? Because when a man born on this earth up to 5 years, he will have these qualities, he will possess these qualities. Why? Because these are the intrinsic qualities of every human being who had born on this earth. Then what happens after 5 years? Why these qualities will wither away, or why this negativity will conquer the human mind in their brought up, in their growing stages? What happens to that individual? Why? Because when the human mind will get polluted, what are the reasons behind it? When we see it, especially the parents, and this negativity will start from the mother womb. When the mother will think negatively, and those negative emotions and negative feelings will come to that child in the mother's womb, it will start from the mother womb itself. Some sort of fears and phobias, and some types of complexes, and different types of decisions, I mean childhood decisions, this will come from the mother womb. And after the child has born, some qualities will come in the brought up. Whether the atmosphere at the home is positive, they will grow in a very positive atmosphere, or whether they will grow in a negative atmosphere, they will become negative. So the surroundings is also most important. The relations, the father, mother, and the brothers and sisters, the family, and it will create different types of attitudes and behavior patterns in the children. Why? Because the family is the basic institution in this world, and it will some families will help the children to grow in a very positive way, and some families will give negative impact on their life. Here nowadays we are seeing so much of violence, so much of atrocities, and so much of negative elements in the society. Why these are happening? From generations wise, and some hereditary. When we see some hereditary before 30 years or 40 years, when we see the hereditary or generations from since from 30-40 years, they are almost all polluted. Why? Because their mindset is polluted. Why this mindset was polluted in the society? What is the reasons behind it? Here the reasons are the parenting, and also the brought up, the family, the society, and certain conditions and situations in life, and also these societal conditions, the people. These are influencing the human life, and these are polluting the human mind. Because of this reasons, they will lost these qualities. What are those qualities? Justice, loyalty, authenticity, and reality and truth. And also ultimately they will lose the love, compassion, and humanity. Especially these these 8 qualities are the intrinsic qualities of every human being who had born on this earth, but they are losing everything. That is the reason why man has born to become a god, but he was unable to become even a human being. What are the reasons behind it? Why? Because he was losing these characters. There are so many reasons behind it to lose these characters. At first we have discussed on this topics. So, what is the truth? What is the justice? And what is the ultimate truth? And what is the last truth of life? And what is the ultimate truth of life? How we have to understand the truth of life? How we will come to know the truth of life? See here, when we see especially in our body, in the human body, the eyes are the most important sense organ which will influence the whole human life. Of course, all sense organs are important, but eyes are the most important sense organ among the 4. So, vision, paradigm is the most important thing. What is the paradigm every human being should have? How we have to understand that we have a right paradigm or a wrong paradigm? How we will justify it, and how we will analyze it, and how we can see the paradigm in it, how we are going in a right way or wrong way, how we will justify it. See, life is a series of incidents. It is a group of incidents. Birth is an incident, growing up is an incident, education is the incident, and career development is the incident, and marriage is the incident, children is the incident, and the old age is the incident, and the diseases, all those, and ultimately the death is also incident. Life is a group of incidents. So, for every incident, not only this, from day to day life, from morning to evening, we will face so many types of incidents in our life. Different, whether it is good or bad, whatever it may be, we will face certain types of conditions in the life. For every condition, for every situation, and for every incident, we have 3 parts. The first one is reality, and the second one is illusion, and the third one is truth. You should understand this. For example, we have seen that some people are fighting with some issue on roadside. While we are passing through the road, we will just witness that why they are fighting with each other, and what are the reasons behind it. We will just observe it. So, when we observe that fighting on the issue for what they are fighting, there is a very small reason will be there for that fight, and everybody will become witness for that incident. So, when we see the reasons behind that incident, there are 3 ways are there to observe that incident. The first one is, what is the reality about their fight, why they are fighting with each other or quarreling with each other. And next one is, and what are the illusions they have created around that incident, and what is the truth behind it. You have to divide the incident in 3 categories. See, when we see the reality in that incident, there will be some small issue to fight each other. There is we can see a small issue, but they don't understand the reality. Of course, when we get a problem, we can solve, we can find solution while sitting also. There is no need to fight for it. We can sit and talk, we can discuss, we can find solution if there is a problem, but unnecessarily people will fight for small reasons. So, when we see the reality in it, it will be very small. But what happens behind this small reason, these people and the people who are surrounded by these 2 people, they will create illusions. What type of illusions they will create? The first illusion was this situation which you are facing today was come by with this man. He has created your life so that he was the reason behind this incident. If you want to know the reality, if you want to know the justice for it, just fight with them, quarrel with them, and then you will get solution. They will pollute the mind of these two people, the people who are surrounding these two people. They will create their minds, and they will pollute their minds, and unnecessarily they will feel poison in their hearts to quarrel more, to fight more, but they don't give the vision, that paradigm about that incident. That is the reason why some problems are very small, but it won't solve in the life. Why? Because people will prolong the problems, but they never find a solution. So, in this context, the Buddha will say that right paradigm is the most important thing in life to know the truth. So, what is the reality, and what are the illusions that people are creating, and what are the illusions I am creating, and what are the illusions the other person is creating? You should be aware of that. So, when you are aware of that illusion, and when we see the reality, ultimately you will see the truth behind it. You can sit and solve the problem within a very fraction of seconds or hours. You can solve the problem. So, in order to understand the truth, you should have a right paradigm, samyak drishti. When you have a samyak drishti, right paradigm, you will know the truth. When you lead your life with the truth, what happens? With truth, justice, authenticity and loyalty, what happens? When we lead our life with these qualities, you will become very detached from this world. So, when we know the truth of life, we will understand the different types of situations we are facing, and also we will find solutions to our problems in the life. So, when you go with the truth, with justice, in every juncture of your life, what happens? You don't get attached to this world. You will become detached with this world. What happens when you get detached with this world? Why? Because the life is certain, and also one day the death will come. Death is also a certain. So, when you cling yourself, or when you get attached with this worldly things, what happens? All this, of course, whether it is negative or positive, when you become attached with your body, that is also will become a burden. When you become attached with your mind, that is also will become a burden with attachment. Or when you become attached with your mind, feelings, emotions, and your money, name, fame, and your properties, and also with your emotions, with the enemies, when we create envy or anger, greed, discriminations, all this will become a barrier at your death time. You can't live your body very happily. All this will create a miserable conditions around you at the time of death. You are attached with these bondages. See, the craving also is the attachment, and the aversion is also attachment. When you become one with the other people, when you cling to the other people, or when you become attracted by the other people, that is called craving. And when you are exhausted with the other people, and when you create enmity with the other people, or when you fight with the other people, that is the aversion, dvesha, aversion. So, these two will become a bondage. And why you should avoid this bondage? Why you should become detached while you are living with these qualities means, you can't live your body happily. Why? Because when we lead our life in a very healthy and happy life, when the death will come, we have to live our body very happily. Why we are living our body in a very painful conditions? when we see people who are on the deathbed, once you see what is their condition while they are in the hospitals or in the home or at the other places, what is their conditions who are on the deathbed? They are in the miserable conditions. Why they are in the misery? Why? Because the lifelong they have created so many cravings and so many aversions in their life. That is the reason why they are not at peace. They are not at peaceful conditions in the time of death. How the death will become a celebration while we are in the miserable conditions? So, every human being, when they develop these 5 qualities, while we have discussed earlier, I mean the justice, loyalty, honesty and humanity, compassion, love, when we develop these qualities, our life will become beautiful. We don't have any enemies. We don't have any cravings, we don't have any aversions, we will lead our life in a very healthy and happy life. And when death will come, we can also leave our body in a very happy condition, in a very healthy condition, we can leave our body. See, nowadays for the most of the people, the life is also a misery, and also the death is the most miserable condition in the world, has become most miserable condition for the people. That is not the way. This is not the truth. What is the truth? Life has came. Why? Because this whole universe has given life to you to enjoy the life. See the birds, see the nature, and see the whole universe, and see the all different types of creatures, how they are enjoying the life and how they are leading a happy life. Of course, their lifespan is very small. See the birds and see the other animals. See the birds, how they are colorful, how they are enjoying their life. See the nature, mountains, oceans, rivers. See the nature, how it is very healthy and happy. And why the human beings are in a very miserable conditions? What is the reason behind it? Why? Because these in the nature, except a human being, every creature, every living being will get detached from the life while they are living. Do you know this thing? You see every human being or every creature you will see. See the elephants, monkeys and birds, trees. See what is their life? They don't attach to the earth. They don't cling to the earth. Of course, how many days they will lead their life? They will lead their life in a very detachment way, in a very happy and healthy way. Why? Because when you are enjoy your life in a very blissful state, what happens? You don't attach to that condition. Why? Because you have enjoyed that completely. You have enjoyed that completely and you have taken essence of blissfulness from that state. Then you don't cling for it. Why the people cling to certain conditions? Why the people cling to the certain human beings? Why they will create craving towards the other things? Why they will create means when the people or the things, when they get attached to them, they don't enjoy with them. They don't enjoy with them and they don't take the essence from them. When they go far away, they will cling to that. I want that, I want that, I want that fellow, I want that thing, and I want that condition. More and more cravings they will develop. Then how they will enjoy the life? So see, if you want to enjoy the life or certain condition or certain situation, you should be in the present moment. Don't cling to the past and don't cling to the future. Be in the present moment, enjoy the condition and enjoy with the people and take essence from it and know the truth from it. Then you will know the life truth. See, if you want to understand the life truth, be in the present moment. Whatever may be the condition, or you are in the lovable condition, or you are in the miserable condition, or you are in the healthy life, or you are unhealthy, or you are facing certain conditions or painful conditions or happiest moments, whatever may be the situations and circumstances, be aware of it. Be in the present moment. Don't think about the past and future. Be in the present moment and know the truth of it. Enjoy whether it is miserable condition also, enjoy it. Know the truth of it. Know the essence of it. Why this misery is coming. Become witness to that miserable condition and also become witness to that happiest moments also. Then you will know the truth of life. So when you know the truth of life, when you enjoy all the conditions in your life, you don't cling to the life. You don't cling to the life, you don't get attached to the life. Then what happens at the last? And then what is the ultimate truth? And what is the last truth of life? Means, here you have to understand the life. When you understand the life, when you understand the truth of life, you will know the essence of life. When you know the essence of life, you will come across the blissful state in every moment. Actually, some saints will say, and especially the Buddha will say, that what is the ultimate truth of life means. See, this whole universe comprises the cosmic energy, the universal energy. Unless until every human being will get attached to this universal consciousness, he won't be in a blissful state. This is the ultimate truth. Become one with the universal consciousness, become one with the universal energy. Before become attached to the universal consciousness, you should know about your own consciousness, which was situated in your body. You should aware of that consciousness. First become attached with your own consciousness. How you become attached with your consciousness? What is the way for it? Here the way was become empty. Become empty in every situation. How you become empty? How you feel the emptiness in every situation? Here we will call the shunyata, emptiness. See, while we are in the meditativeness, what happens? The body will become empty, the mind will become empty, and when we go further, the emotions will become empty and the feelings will become empty, and also ultimately when you go deeper, your life force will also become empty. When you become empty, what happens? See, when the cup is with full of water, when the glass is full of water, if you pour something in that glass, it will come out. Why? Because it is already full. Likewise, when you are filled with worldly pleasures, with your pains, pleasures, and with your emotions, feelings, thoughts, and unnecessary nonsense things in this world, you are filled with this. Your body mind container, your body mind heart container had filled with these worldly pleasures, completely filled with worldly pleasures. And when you don't become empty with this, then how this universal consciousness will fill you? Already you are full. You are not nil, you are full. Then how you receive the energies in your body? First of all, clean your body. That is the reason why the Buddha will say meditation is the path of purification. First, empty your physical body without any negativities. Empty your mind without any thoughts. Empty your heart without any feelings, and purify your senses. Body, mind, heart and senses purification will happen. What happens? You will become empty. What happens if you are empty? If you are in the emptiness, if you are in the shunya sthiti, what happens? This divine energy will fill your container with blissful state. With blissful state and with unconditional love and with ultimate truth. So, when a child was born on this earth, he will come with empty emptiness only. That emptiness only he will come. After 5 years, in the emptiness, he will have this intrinsic qualities. And after 5 years, what happens? He was filled with societal attractions and all these nonsense things which the society has created. He will filled with that. Then after that, when he had entered into the spiritual journey, he should become empty. You should become empty. Why? Because your first beginning is empty, and your end should become empty. This emptiness is the ultimate truth of life. Why? Because when we see the children up to 5 years, they are so fragile, beauty, and they have so much of glow on their face. They are very happy. They will enjoy the life in every moment. Then what happens to the adult people? What happens to the adult people? And how they have lost all those fragileness and freshness while they are in the childhood? What happens? Why? Because they are filled. Their containers was filled with this societal attractions. So, what is a meditator should do in meditation was, he should empty the physical body, he should empty the thoughts, empty the mind, and become empty. Be in the emptiness and clean your body, mind and heart. Become empty. Then this you are filled with this consciousness, that is universal consciousness, and then naturally, very naturally, you will attain that nirvanic state. So attaining the nirvanic state and attaining the enlightenment is the ultimate truth of every human being. In order to attain that enlightenment and in order to attain that nirvana, you have to become empty, shunya. So why some saints will say that what is meditation? Meditation is no mind state. When the mind become empty, your body will become empty and your heart will become empty, and the whole world will become empty in your vision. Then you are filled with blissful state and you are filled with joy, you are filled with ultimate bliss. So that is the reason why the Buddha will say that what is the ultimate pleasure in this world, ultimate happy moment in this life. The Buddha will say nirvanam paramam sukham. That nirvana is the ultimate bliss. Everybody should achieve that. So that is the destiny of every human being who had born on this earth, to attain that nirvanic state. So this is the message the Buddha was giving, and the ultimate truth, the last truth of life was become empty. You are filled with so much of dust. Empty your body container, mind container and heart container. Empty everything and become nothing. Be with emptiness and be in the shunya sthiti, and you are filled with divinity. This is the ultimate truth of life. Thank you so much.